Hey folks, Lee here, coming at you from the beach here in sunny Cornwall on the north coast, the Atlantic coast. Here the kids are down there behind me, if you can see them, they're bodyboarding right now, Nye and Will. But anyway, quick video about, well, I don't know how quick it'll be, but we'll see. About how Father's Day 2 days ago was the greatest Father's Day gift any dad could ever ask for. And it involved Will. And we were here on this beach, this very beach here, and we had the bodyboard out for the first time on this trip, and it was an amazing day. Now, I'm not one for kind of, celebrations that we're forced upon, as far as Father's Days and all this, that, and the other. Yeah, we're supposed to buy cards on a specific day and get presents and stuff. Well, I'm not a curmudgeon. It's just that, to me, every day is an amazing day, and it's to be grateful and thankful for everything we have. And my kids know that. They know that I love being with them, and know I love spending time with them. And I don't expect gifts. It's just not what I'm about. I'm not that. It's not for me. But anyway, the greatest gift that I could ever have on Father's Day was what was on this beach right here. But before I get into that, I'm going to just give you a quick backstory about the last kind of 4 years or so of our lives, and really quick, really abridged. I'll make it fast because I don't want to go into too much detail. It's not what this is about. But basically, over 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago, Will had to quit school. We had to pull him out of school. He wasn't doing so good. He had some kind of anxiety issues on the back of basically being a bright kid, and his brain was just too active. And the system might say that he's on the autism spectrum, right? I'm not one for labels. I'm not kind of keen on that stuff. Bottom line is, he's not meant to be in school. He's not meant to be, in mainstream education. It's just not for him. And bear in mind, this is a kid who, teaches himself Latin, teaches himself ancient Norse, right? Just the knowledge he has, the intellect that he has is astounding. The stuff that he has in his head, and he remembers and knows, and the science knowledge is just incredible. Natural knowledge of the natural world. Ask him anything about any bird, and he'll tell you what it is. Its description, everything. It's pretty breathtaking, the stuff he knows. So he's just not a kid. He's self-guided. He's self-taught effectively. He teaches himself everything he needs to find out. He knows more than kind of 99.9% of kids on the planet as far as science knowledge and natural world knowledge. And I'm not saying his maths is that great and that kind of stuff. And he's a massive reader as well, right? So anyway, but 4 years ago he had to be kind of pulled out of school. And it's been a tough ride over those 4 years for him. It's been a tough ride. And at the start of it, there was some really tough times where we didn't leave the house for weeks at a time, and it was a struggle. It was tough. It broke our hearts. As a dad, it breaks your heart to see your son. He was like 9 at the time, I guess, go through that, where he kind of starts to lose touch with his friends. He's not having that much fun and excitement and enjoyment that any 9, 10, 11, 12-year-old kids should be having. We do our best, as parents. Of course you do. We kind of made his life as good and as fun and as enjoyable and as exciting as it can be. And that's why we're on this trip, effectively. A massive part of this trip right now, road schooling around Britain, it's because of Will. We've been on the road for, this is kind of week 16 altogether. It's week 5 of the second half of the trip. We had a little break in the middle, and Kate went stateside with the 2 little guys. But basically 16 weeks out of the first, kind of 5.5 months or so this year, we've been on the road. We've been travelling around Britain, up to Scotland and back down again, and down here now to the south coast on the second part of the trip. And a lot of it, massive part of it, is because of Will. To get him out of the house, get him away from the house where all the kind of trouble started, where he wasn't happy and he didn't have any friends, and he lost touch with his school friends, and gradually over time they kind of, the friendships kind of dwindled a bit. We kept him going as long as we could, but let's just say he's had a shit time as far as your average 9, 10, 11, 12-year-old might have. He's 13 now. So it's been tough, right? It's been tough, and as a dad, if you're a parent, I'm sure you'll relate to see your kid go through that kind of stuff and not have just the general everyday, day-to-day fun and enjoyment and excitement that a kid has, that we all did as kids growing up, outdoors with our friends, having fun. And it broke my heart to go through some of the stuff we've been through with Will. So that's why we're here on this trip. That's why we're road schooling. That's why we're having this epic adventure. It's why we're living life. It's why we're on this beach right now. It's why they're bodyboarding down there behind me, having the time of their lives. We're on the beach for about 3 hours right now. We've got the place to ourselves, not a soul here. But on Sunday, like I say, I pulled the bodyboard out. I got picked it up from the shop. They weren't. Nye was up for it. She's like, yeah, I want to do some bodyboarding. Bill was like, Will was like, oh, whatever, yeah, sure. We came down here, and they took it out there. And, Nye was on it first, and they got on it, and let's just say I had like tears of joy in my eyes, because Will was out there in the water like he is right now behind me, down there. I don't know if you can see him. I can't tell what I'm showing you, but and he was whooping with sheer joy, sheer excitement, woohoo kind of stuff, right? On the bodyboard in the now that might not seem a big deal to you, unless you kind of you've been one of your kids or someone has gone through kind of autism spectrum kind of stuff, or just whatever description you want to call it. Aspergers is technically what he's been diagnosed with, but it wasn't that. It's the anxiety, kind of going outdoors. Those times where you couldn't go into an area which was full of a lot of people because he was just nervous as hell, couldn't handle it, couldn't cope with it. So to see him right here where they are right now, and they walk down a little bit, splashing my toes in the water here, to stand here on this very beach and see him whooping with joy, giving it a woohoo kind of stuff, right? I was just absolutely. I told Katie about it. I was over. Hopefully, you can still hear me. It's a bit windy down here. I don't know if you can see them. I can't see the screen, so I can't tell what I'm showing you. I think you can see them there. I don't know. They're out there anyway. Yeah, I think you can see them behind me. I don't want to drop the kind of camera in the water here, but it was just absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible to see that. Turn around so you can see me. There he goes right now. There he is. If you can see him, I don't know. I don't know if you can see or not. Having fun, just having fun. Like any 13-year-old kid should be doing. Just having fun, man. They've been in the water now for a couple of hours. We've been down the beach, I don't know, 3 hours or something. And just having fun. Just having fun. That was Father's Day, and it was also our 15th wedding anniversary. And it was the greatest Father's Day gift that I could ever have, to see my son, having fun, just simply having fun and whooping with enjoyment and excitement. It was just incredible, absolutely incredible. No gift could have matched that, no cards or presents or whatever. Just being here with my kids on this trip, on this amazing adventure, exploring this epic coastline. It's unbelievably majestic and breathtaking, and there's so many cliffs and coves, and it's just amazing. And Will loves it. His favourite thing to do besides bodyboarding is grab his Kindle, right, he's got all his books on and stuff, and just sit on the rocks, just chill and read, right, behind bodyboarding, which he's absolutely loving. It's just amazing to be here on the, people might look at us and think, oh, what are you doing? Shouldn't they be in school? No, they shouldn't be in school. They should be living life. They know everything they need to know for their age group right now as far as education is concerned. Obviously, Will way beyond that. Like I said, he's learning, he's teaching himself Latin, for God's sake. Who does that? He's a bright kid, and I can't even imagine what he's going to do with his life. It's just, holy cow. Filling up a bit. You have to excuse me. Just to be seeing him right now in the water with his sister, having fun. Like real fun, for the first time in years. Yeah, he said, we've had some good time, we've done some stuff, but just to hear him, because he's very reserved with that stuff. He doesn't show emotion. He doesn't get, it isn't the way he is. He doesn't show that he's really excited about stuff like this, or display kind of public displays of emotion kind of stuff. Just to hear him hollering and whooping, and when he's riding, on the bodyboard on the waves and stuff, it's just incredible, absolutely incredible. So that's it. That was Father's Day. That's what this is about. That's what this adventure is about. That's why we're never going to stop. Never going to stop having epic adventures in our life. So anyway, just wanted to share that. I have no idea where I'm putting this video, where you're watching this. So if you want to find out more about what we're doing and how we're on this trip, click the link below, or whatever. If you're on YouTube or Facebook or on a blog, whatever, just click through and find out more, and what we're doing, as far as the adventure is concerned, because it's never going to stop. Our adventures are never going to stop. because you know what, life's too short. Life's just too short not to be here watching my daughter right now flying down on the waves. And there goes Will. I don't think you can see him. I've no idea if you can see him. I just love it. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Summer vacation started for us. It hasn't officially started here in England. Kids are still in school, but it has for us. We've you know, the the educational part of the trip's finished, and we're just having fun. We're enjoying the beaches of the world. All right, folks. I'll see you on the next video. Have fun. Have a great day, and just enjoy the kids while they're growing up. That's all I can say. Because you know what, you can't get this time back. You can never ever get this time back. And that's why we're doing what we're doing. That's why we've chosen a different path. That's why we're, you know, driving an online business so that we can travel and work, you know, from our laptops, being digital nomads, doing this kind of stuff, having fun. It's amazing. It's amazing. I'll see you on the next video, folks. Take care. Have a fantastic day.